Welcome to the NTN Nightly. I'm Lucia Charles. This edition's top stories. The Ministry of Education distributes equipment to schools under the ICT in Education project. The results of tests carried out on a Chinese national quarantined are negative for COVID-19. Hundreds enjoy a night in the rainforest at the annual Prime Minister's Independence Ball. All that plus the NTN Nouvelle are Creole. The Ministry of Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development has realized another achievement in its efforts at modernizing the education sector. The ministry has received equipment from the Republic of China Taiwan under the ICT in Education project, Anicia Antoine reports.
In an effort to develop the education system through technology in St. Lucia, the government of the Republic of China Taiwan have donated technological school equipment under the ICT for Educational Development project. The government of the Republic of China Taiwan contributed 10 charging ports, 20 projectors, numerous laptops and projector screens, which will be provided to 6 selected primary and secondary schools in St. Lucia. The equipment will be used to apply information technology in developing teaching materials for specialized courses and to create a smart learning environment. Other handheld devices such as tablets and the interactive touchscreen TVs will also be provided in the near future. Ambassador of the Republic of China Taiwan to St. Lucia, His Excellency Douglas Shen, expressed his satisfaction with the progress of the project.
Software is as much as important as hardware. I'm more than happy to tell you that that 3 ICT capacity building seminars for teachers have been held successfully last year. Soon, the training courses for the computer programming language, Scratch, will be open for registration at the no cost in May. And the details for multimedia competition and the related pioneer workshop will be announced shortly after this project. ICT opens another dimension of learning. We sincerely hope that through the implementation of the project, teachers and the students will have the opportunity to explore different learning experiences and feel empowered and confident to pursue their passion and dreams.
In the first instance, the project will span over a period of 3 years. The first 2 years will see donations of equipment and teacher training. During the third year, the focus will be on the online platform development and the training of users to become familiar and comfortable with that platform. Minister for Education, Innovation, Gender Relations and Sustainable Development, Honorable Dr. Gail Rigobert, expressed gratitude to the government of the Republic of China Taiwan for the donations received.
We are truly elated to receive this equipment from the government of the Republic of China Taiwan, and these laptops, smart screens, mobile charging ports, projectors and other items will be distributed among 6 schools which are participating in what I believe is the first phase of this project, namely the Entrepot Secondary School, the Patricia B. James Secondary School, Sir Ira Simmons, Gordon and Walcott Memorial School, Camille Henry Memorial School, and the Soufriere Comprehensive Secondary School. It is for you we live and breathe. It is because of you we are doing this. We know, we acknowledge, and we appreciate that already your recreation revolves around the digital world. Why not bring it into the classroom for you as well?
The school equipment establishment ceremony for the ICT for Educational Development project was held at the Auberge Seraphine Hotel in Fiji on Friday, February 21st, 2020. From the Government Information Service, I am Anicia Antoine reporting.
The results of tests carried out on a Chinese national quarantined here have been released. The Ministry of Health and Wellness informed that 2 Chinese nationals had arrived here with a travel history of concern in light of the COVID-19. The ministry had sent samples taken from one of the individuals to the Caribbean Public Health Agency, CARFA, for testing. Dr. Sharon Belma George is the Chief Medical Officer.
On Saturday, February 22nd, we were alerted of 2 Chinese nationals who traveled to St. Lucia with a travel history of concern. Upon arrival, they were reviewed by the Port Health team, and one person was placed under isolation at a healthcare facility and the other under quarantine at another site in keeping with our public health guidelines. These samples were sent to the Caribbean Public Health Agency for testing. The test results for the Chinese national in hospital isolation received from the Caribbean Public Health Agency is negative. As such, the individual is discharged from hospital isolation and the other Chinese national is discharged from quarantine.
And that was Chief Medical Officer Dr. Sharon Belma George. A number of social intervention organizations are earmarked to benefit from the annual Prime Minister's Independence Ball held on Saturday, 22nd February. Hundreds of St. Lucians and members of the diplomatic corps supported the charity event, satisfied that they are contributing to worthy causes. Here's Janelle Nouvelle.
A night in the rainforest is the theme upon which the much-anticipated Prime Minister's annual Independence Ball was held this year. The glitz and glam for the night and nature's ambience did not take away from the true reason behind the event: charity. 3 organizations were selected as beneficiaries for this year's proceedings, namely the St. Lucia Crisis Center, the Boys Training Center, the Mortgage Club 60 and Adult Daycare Center. The St. Lucia Crisis Center provides individual one-on-one counseling and support services for victims of domestic violence, sexual assault, and child abuse to foster supportive relationships in the home, within families, among individuals and organizations within the community. The Boys Training Center provides care, intervention, and character development for young men within a safe and secure environment, which enables them to develop life skills for education, vocational training, and character building programs. The Mortgage Club 60 and Adult Daycare Center is a voluntary non-profit organization that aims to improve the quality of life for older persons. Prime Minister the Honorable Alan Shasley indicated, however, if enough money is raised, there is a special project that he is eager to undertake.
And one of the areas I also want to help is to be able to build a world-class science lab in the Vieux Fort. And really to be able to create a new standard. You know, science and math are so important in kids' curriculum, and it's really to reward the kids at the Vieux Fort Secondary who continue to top St. Lucia in science, and they have no facilities, and so we really want to be able to help them in that regard.
The event this year was threefold. In addition to raising funds for the various organizations and celebrating St. Lucia's 41st year of independence, it was an opportune time to also recognize the various ambassadors to St. Lucia, who, according to Minister with Responsibility for External Affairs, Honorable Sarah Floyd Bobrem, have contributed significantly to the development of St. Lucia over the years.
When the Prime Minister spoke earlier and gave his national address, on the theme, now's the time, let's do this together. So many of you, friends of St. Lucia representing your countries, were nodding your heads. And you were saying, yes, we will do this together. We are in this, now is the time. And just briefly, I want to say that when the Prime Minister was giving his national address, it was not just to St. Lucians, it was to all of you who are partners, who are friends, who are family. We're all in this together. Now is the time, and we will do it. And we thank you for that.
A number of items were auctioned off with a view of raising funds for the chosen organizations, while several donations were made by the diplomatic corps. The keynote address was delivered by businessman Ron Stevens, who highlighted the progress made by St. Lucia and what 41 years of independence meant to him.
It makes me very proud as a St. Lucian. We've come since 1979 to this point, and every year I think personally it has gotten a little bit better. We've developed as a people, we've developed as a nation, and I think St. Lucia, through a number of the things that we have in terms of tourism, we've put ourselves on the map in terms of what we have to offer. So I'm very proud of this moment and being part of this tonight.
In 2019, proceeds raised from the ball exceeded $500,000, benefiting 16 organizations. Organizers are hoping to surpass that figure this year. The ball was held on the 22nd of February 2020. For the Government Information Service, I am Nouvelle.
And the Boys Training Center is celebrating a significant milestone, 60 years of effecting change in the lives of boys in need of care and protection, as well as those at risk. The Boys Training Center continues to be the sole residential center for boys in need of care and protection, as well as rehabilitation in St. Lucia. Established in 1960 under the name Masad Industrial School, the name was later changed to the Boys Training Center in 1976. This year marks 60 years since the establishment of the institution. They recently celebrated the milestone with an appreciation ceremony for the wards and the staff, as well as an ecumenical service. Wang Sonson has been the general manager of the BTC for the past 3 years and says the experience has given him a better appreciation for the work that takes place at the institution.
Just think about it. You work at an institution where you have youth that are at risk, youth that are in need of support, youth that are in need of guidance, youth that we aim to rehabilitate. And sometimes you may feel that it's not happening as quick as we want it to happen. But as I had a conversation with someone today, if for 1 year or for even 2 years, you are able to make a difference in the life of one of these boys and see that change in just one, you would have accomplished and done a lot. I would be proud. I would be very proud. I would have achieved something if 10 years from now, I have a mechanical issue with my vehicle and I bring it to a shop and you're the one that I have to pay to repair my vehicle. That would make me proud.
Sonson encouraged the wards to use their time at the institution to better themselves to become productive citizens in society.
We should all take pride. We should all take pride when one of our boys have gone on to do something that is commendable, and we should all hurt inside and not rejoice when one boy have fallen on the wayside. Because that means in some way, our efforts were not enough. We could have done better. We may not totally take the blame because after they leave us, we are not there to support them. But we must always think of it that way. Successes, it's ours. Failures, it's ours. It's not one person's own. As a collective, that is how we should operate.
The Boys Training Center falls under the Ministry of Equity, Social Justice, Local Government and Empowerment. The appreciation ceremony was held under the theme, Resilient and Resolute, Empowering Youth. And this is the NTN Nightly. We'll be back in a moment.
One of the 8 universally accepted rights of the consumer is the right to safety. This means that consumers must have the right to be protected against products, production processes, and services which are hazardous to life or health. Such products and services must meet established national standards. These standards give the consumers the assurance that the product is safe for use or consumption.
Welcome back. Minister for Home Affairs, Justice and National Security, Senator the Honorable Hermangill Francis, says government is forging ahead with plans to construct the Halls of Justice and Police Headquarters. The Halls of Justice facilities are expected to provide housing for the High Courts and other specialized divisions of the Supreme Court, the registries, law libraries, jury rooms, magistrates' courts, holding cells, administrative offices, and private rooms for lawyers-client consultation. The Halls of Justice project has been earmarked for the former site of Her Majesty's Prison, also known as the HMP on Bridge Street. Minister Francis described the site as ideal. The project is expected to gain momentum by April 2020 and forms part of a holistic plan that will improve the justice system of St. Lucia. Meanwhile, on Saturday, February 15, 2020, the remains of 8 prisoners were exhumed from the former prison grounds and reinterred at the Borderley Correctional Facility. The activity was witnessed by relevant officials, and a priest administered the burial rites. The names of the 8 who were reinterred are Joseph Vitalis Solomon, Evan Samuel, Nicholas Dolor, Gabriel Burke, Guy Bissett, Anthony Charles, Jean-Baptiste Fauché, and Stephen Jeremy. And stay with the NTN Nightly. Up next is Primus Hutchinson with the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
The effective management of the marine resources depends heavily on compliance. To ensure that these resources continue to thrive and provide the best local seafood, fishers, vendors, and consumers must be aware of the fishery seasons. Here is the season chart for crayfish. Adhere to the schedule. Help maintain a thriving fishing industry for all of us. This has been a message from the Department of Fisheries.
Welcome back. We join Primus Hutchinson for the NTN Nouvelle en Creole.
Merci Nisha. Monsieur, Mesdames, département qui est responsabilité pour information en gouvernement cette GIS, ensemble puis télévision nationale puis NTN, caposato Nouvelle en Creole, posato Primus Hutchinson. Depuis le 23 février 2020, rapport de l'Organisation Santé Mondiale, Kamutwe qui l'agani un total de 68 811 de maladies corona, côté 2445 qui déjà mort dans le pays Chine. Présentement, l'année 1769 cas maladie ça là en 28 pays de pays Chine. L'agani aussi bien 17 la mort de pays Chine. Avec bateau touriste qui la mer Japon ni 637 cas côté des moun mort déjà. Mais chef officier médical Dr. Sharon Belmont George, j'abaye assurance là qui yo pas trouver pièce cas de maladie corona en cette ici eh bien c'est l'autre pays Caraïbes là. Selon Dr. Belmont George, samedi passé les autorités trouvé soupçon qui des Chinois qui aussi ces citoyens cette ici en route pour entrer un pays, en l'Angleterre, tenir raison pour concerner les autorités cette ici. Arrivé à cette ici, les autorités santé t'ont examiné comme qui était nécessaire pour faire, et qu'au résultat de ça, la nion qui est placée à une facilité santé, à une chambre par coyon, et que l'autre là est placé à un côté pour les paniques contact et puis public là. Selon Dr. Belmont George, il faut suivre règles de santé publique. Et pour raison ça, vous voyez l'examination qui a conduit à sous de ces gens pour l'agence de santé publique Caraïbes là pour trouver si c'est de ces gens là j'ai trouvé maladie. Bon, Dr. Belmont George aussi expliqué différence les isolés au monde, ça veut dire placé à d'un côté et pas pour des contacts et puis pièce l'autre monde et qu'il y a un monde qui est quarantine, ça veut dire moun ça la passe à aller venir n'importe côté si les autorités observent qui est pénicilline maladie. Durant temps ça là, yo ka regarder si moun ka développer pénicilline maladie. Mais les yo isolé, ça veut dire ou ni une maladie qui possible pour passer by l'autre monde. Alors yo ka fait assurer qui ou a d'ailleurs place côté ou pas capable pour simer maladie. Le département santé j'ai établi toutes ces règles et précautions qui sont nécessaires pour adresser ces situations-là, mais il y a un conseiller public là pour continuer prendre toutes ces précautions qui sont nécessaires et suivre ces recommandations pour faire combat contre la maladie pour ne pas s'y mettre. Dr. Belmont George conseille qui est nécessaire pour laver la main règlement et puis savon et puis n'importe ça qui n'est alcool, couvert bouche et rester loin personne ou à poursuivre car ça fait puis problème de l'expiration tout c'est et ka estene en pile. Il aussi ka conseil public là pour visiter un docteur si vous ka senti malade, particulièrement après sortir à un voyage dans l'autre pays. Gouvernement cette-ci, j'apprends une démarche très importante pour moderniser le secteur éducation, comme il a placé l'éducation en façon électronique à l'école secondaire pays. Le ministère de l'Éducation a commencé l'initiative ça plus bonne si maintenant. Et ça a duré pour 3 années commencement pour essayer à faire l'initiative là supposé aider à grandir l'information des technologies à l'école pays. Les étudiants ont 13 l'école secondaire où suivre ces articles de technologie qui ont replacé laptop. Secrétaire permanent, ministre de l'Éducation, Michel Charles, dit que ces étudiants ont reçu étonnement pour servir ces équipements à l'école. Selon Charles, durant 3 années, ils ont essayé à faire ça, ils ont gardé manière pour gérer à marcher. Équipement, ça a apporté ces leçons qui ces étudiants supposés suivre, particulièrement à l'examen de CSEC en 6 CG, anglais, mathématiques, sciences et études des affaires sociales. Selon le secrétaire permanent, ces équipements ont aidé ces étudiants pour suivre le programme plus facilement et qui a fait possible pour répéter ces expériments plusieurs fois et pour comprendre les leçons plus meilleures parce que là, ils ont trouvé instruction à la chambre de l'école. Consultant projet Raj Kodi explique que le programme a fait possible pour ces étudiants faire contact de temps en temps et puis les étudiants. Et puis, plus important toujours, ces étudiants ont trouvé information plus aisée parce que si ils ont servi livre à la chambre avant, à sa chambre étudiante. Et que pour ça, ça a fait plus aisé pour ça sonner mot et partir plus facile pour faire avant. Parce qu'on a fait avant et aussi changer mot qui était difficile pour changer avant. Pour les sons des technologies, ça là, j'ai mis tout arrangement en place pour faciliter l'étude ni pour les instituteurs et les étudiants côté yo ça écrit yo tire l'examination après chaque leçon. Les représentatifs du ministère de l'Éducation, les jeunes et puis les principales à l'école secondaire et première pour discuter plan des études à façon pour apprendre en chambre de l'école. Chef officier d'éducation, Fiona Maire, notez que ces instructions ça qui directement assister à un assessment ces étudiants. Maire ajouté que vous pouvez regarder ces divers examens, par exemple, c'est SEC, CVQ et l'autre, et garder de manière pour implémenter ces programmes-là et de meilleure façon, le ministère ça supporter l'éducation pour tous les enfants de l'école pour faire assurer chaque étudiant trouver succès en système d'éducation dans une façon côté ça effectivement faire contribution pour la nation. Nous avons une discussion sur l'autorité de l'auto national fait une contribution des finances pour les officiers d'éducation pour ces diverses principales en effort pour assister au spectacle sport qui est tous les années. Chairman autorité l'auto ici, Karen Serry, déclare que pour bâtir jeunesse en bonne santé, il faut trouver exercice des activités sport. Chef officier d'éducation, Fiona Mayer, remercie l'autorité pour cadeau ça et dit que l'autorité l'auto a continué pour supporter l'école pays en développement éducation et qui a apprécié ça tout bonnement. Monsieur, mesdames, c'est comme ça. Nous avons une nouvelle là. Je remercie autant pour regarder, pour avoir une invitation. Je ne peux pas encore si bien conserver la vie. Nous avons présenter l'autre nouvelle à créole. Après ça, nous avons présenter Lucia.
Merci Opil Primus. And here's a look at what's happening to us weather-wise.
Fair to partly cloudy and hazy with a few scattered showers over the leeward and northern Windward Islands. Elsewhere, generally fair and hazy. The Atlantic high-pressure system will continue to generate light to moderate easterly winds across the Caribbean during the forecast period. Lingering effects of a surface trough will continue to produce a few scattered showers, mainly over the northern portion of the Lesser Antilles during the next 24 hours. The tide for Castries Harbour was high at 5 p.m. and will be low again at 11:09 p.m. The tide for Vieux-Fort Bay was high at 6:07 p.m. and will be low again at 12:36 a.m. The seas are moderate to locally rough with waves 5 to 7 feet or 1.5 to 2.1 meters. Small craft operators and sea bathers are advised to exercise caution due to above normal seas. The sun will rise Wednesday at 6:22 a.m.
And that brings us to the end of the NTN Nightly. Join us next time at 7 p.m. with a repeat at 7 a.m. You can also catch up with us anytime on the St. Lucia Government Facebook page or YouTube channel. I'm Lucia Charles.